I'm a fresh graduated last year. Queen's University Belfast. Background finance. My role at Sage3 is corporate finance executive, and most of the time, what I'll be dealing is, I might be looking at the financial report, the balance sheet, building like cash flow statements for the companies we are looking at, and then also when we are doing like M&A deal, obviously we need to look at some of the reports, find all the P ratios, and then all the announcement. I would say my experience in aiCEKAP was very positive overall. What I really appreciate most is that aiCEKAP provided like a very structured platform that allowed me to aggressively develop my prompting skills while completing it game-like format, giving me like a motivation, complete the whole task. And also because I'm also competing a little bit with the other colleagues like Steffi, right? So we are like, okay, let's see who achieved black belt first. It's like, it's like playing a game instead of like, self-learning, the sense of progression and the achievement. Very incredible is that when AI is generating something to you, everything looks very convincing, right? Because it's so convincing that sometimes if you are not, you won't know they are using the wrong document if you didn't check properly. That's why like when I'm practicing with aiCEKAP, there's a part like you need to fill in the constraints. So that's where I actually really learn a lot to, ensure that the output is actually based on the documents that you really want. The task is a bit repetitive as one. I'm working in corporate finance. Examples is not very related to my industry. I mean, it's great that I have the opportunity to try out, but if there's something which is very related to what I'm doing, that would be better. First, the reason is that obviously they might be busy on other stuff. And also, I believe like some of them, they're actually very good at this kind of AI prompting stuff. So they don't require a lot of practice to all these prompting skills. They can just, do one or two. And then once they got the idea, then they probably feel like they're good to go already. Probably not much. Right, because I approached the journey with an like an open mind and fully engaged with the learning process. So the experience that provided me with a lot of practical insights and techniques. So probably the only thing I would say is encourage myself to spend more time on it. I usually do it at home, but sometimes I also do it like before working, because I find it like when I was doing aiCEKAP, right, it actually requires me to keep thinking, like brainstorm. So it's kind of a way to trying to start my brain working. I find it like I can find quite useful though. Yes, of course, definitely. Because I would say, of course, the thing that benefited me is not only on the prompting skills, but it's also how it's like improve my ability to communicate and structure my own thoughts. Because before, when I start the aiCEKAP, I have a lot of things going in my mind, but it's hard for me to express my ideas in a structured way. So ever after since I started the aiCEKAP, because I need to keep thinking like, what should be the order A, B, C, D, to like give like a good prompt. So it's kind of like it's like another way to train how to really express my idea into clear and actionable instructions. Yeah, it's not only work with AI, but also when I'm in a discussion, communicating in the team. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thanks very much for your time.
Yeah. No.